If you are between 60 and 80 years old and can still accomplish these 7 tasks, you are doing far more than just aging gracefully. You are actively safeguarding the single asset most individuals dread losing above all else, which is their personal independence. My name is Dr. William Lee, and prior to every surgical procedure, I evaluate a patient's physical reserve by looking at their cardiac strength, lung capacity, mobility, and overall resilience to stress. Throughout my career, I have observed this striking contrast time and again in identical scenarios. Two patients of the exact same age undergo the very same procedure, yet one climbs onto the operating table unassisted while chatting with the nursing staff, whereas the other requires 2 assistants just to sit up. That distinction is almost never a matter of random chance. After more than 2 decades of managing patient care on a daily basis, clear patterns emerge among those who maintain their vitality through their 60s, 70s, and 80s. Today, I will walk you through 7 physical capabilities you can test on your own, right in the comfort of your living room, to see what they reveal about your body's true biological age. To begin, let us look at your walking pace, a metric that many medical researchers now treat as a primary vital sign. Much like your heart rate or blood pressure, your comfortable walking velocity offers a clear window into the functional state of your entire physical frame. The reasoning behind this is straightforward, as efficient walking demands seamless coordination between your heart, muscles, joints, balance mechanisms, and neurological pathways. A noticeable decline in walking speed often serves as the earliest indicator that one of these vital systems is beginning to struggle, long before standard medical tests flag an issue. Longitudinal studies tracking older adults consistently show that individuals with a faster natural stride tend to enjoy longer lifespans. Crucially, this correlation holds true even when adjusting for pre-existing health conditions and background factors. Maintaining a comfortable walking speed of roughly 3 feet per second or faster consistently aligns with superior overall health outcomes. Conversely, moving at a significantly slower pace tends to correlate with a higher risk of developing future medical complications. The encouraging reality is that your movement speed is far from fixed and can be actively upgraded. Engaging in routine walking, particularly when adding brief intervals where you intentionally accelerate your pace, will measurably boost your baseline speed over time. Next, let us examine a metric that frequently catches people off guard, which is hand grip strength. Although it might appear to be an isolated measurement, your grip power serves as a robust proxy for total body muscle mass and what physicians refer to as physiological reserve. Put simply, it indicates the total amount of physical capability your body keeps stored away for challenging moments. Your hand strength closely mirrors the condition and power of much larger muscular groups throughout your body. Consequently, medical research correlates weak grip strength with an elevated risk of falling, prolonged recovery times following illness or surgery, and reduced life expectancy. Despite being one of the simplest and least costly tests available in modern medicine, hand grip analysis reveals a staggering amount of data regarding your systemic health. The positive takeaway here is that grip strength responds remarkably well to basic mechanical load and structured exercise. Everyday tasks like carrying shopping bags, using flexible resistance bands, or engaging in light resistance workouts just twice a week can yield measurable improvements at virtually any stage of life. Moving forward, the third key indicator that you are maintaining exceptional physical condition is your overall cardiopulmonary fitness. Cardiopulmonary fitness essentially measures how effectively your heart and lungs can deliver oxygen to active muscles during exertion. In scientific literature, this capacity is quantified as VO2 max, a metric you can easily track yourself using a modern Apple Watch. Cardiovascular fitness has repeatedly proven to be one of the single most reliable predictors of long-term longevity available to modern science. In fact, multiple major studies demonstrate that high cardiorespiratory fitness is an even stronger indicator of lifespan than non-smoking status or the absence of diabetes. The reasoning is sound because a body capable of efficiently transporting and utilizing oxygen possesses a deep safety buffer against infections, surgical stress, and everyday physical strain. The underlying potential here is remarkable, as respiratory endurance remains one of the most adaptable components of human health regardless of age. Engaging in consistent aerobic exercise such as power walking, cycling, or swimming regularly raises your heart rate and drives significant physical improvements, even if you start later in life. Now let us turn our attention to balance, an ability tied directly to one of the most widespread anxieties associated with aging, which is the risk of falling. Maintaining equilibrium requires real-time coordination between your inner ear, visual input, sensory feedback from your feet, and core muscular strength, all monitored continuously by your brain. As the years progress, subtle declines can occur across every one of these sensory networks without giving obvious advance warning. Because of this sneaky progression, degraded balance is often the first visible symptom that your physical systems are slipping. The fundamental point to grasp is that falling presents a far greater hazard than a simple bruise or temporary injury. Suffering a major fall in your 70s or 80s represents one of the primary triggers for a permanent loss of personal autonomy. For this reason, targeted balance training through simple single-leg stands, Tai Chi routines, or basic stability drills exerts a profound protective effect on your long-term independence. If you want a quick method to assess your stability over time, timing how long you can hold a single-leg stance with your eyes wide open offers a clear and trackable baseline. The next major sign of exceptional aging, and the final movement assessment I want to highlight, is your capacity to rise from the floor without using your hands or arms for leverage. This movement is a legitimate, scientifically validated test widely utilized in geriatric research, commonly known as the sitting rising test. Its diagnostic value stems from the fact that it demands lower body power, core stability, balance, flexibility, and motor control simultaneously. In many respects, it functions as a comprehensive full-body stress test, clever disguised as a everyday physical movement. Long-term studies tracking adult populations revealed that individuals unable to complete this movement unassisted faced a significantly higher mortality rate over subsequent years compared to those who succeeded. This assessment is not about displaying athletic prowess or acrobatic skill. Rather, it determines whether your body retains the combined strength and mobility required to navigate daily life independently. Please do not feel discouraged if you find this task challenging to complete right now. Just like the previous physical markers we examined, this movement capability can be built back up with targeted practice. Working through the individual motion components, such as performing shallow squats, kneeling comfortably, or pushing up from a low bench, will systematically rebuild the required strength and coordination. If there is one core message I want you to take away today, it is that long-term longevity is not dictated by numbers printed on a laboratory lab report. Instead, it is defined by whether your physical body maintains the power, speed, balance, and agility necessary to keep living life on your own terms. The truly inspiring reality is that every single one of these key markers, walking speed, grip power, cardiovascular capacity, balance, and floor recovery, can be improved with consistent effort at practically any age. My main goal as Dr. William Lee is to provide you with actionable strategies to remain strong, dynamic, and self-sufficient for as many years as possible. If today's discussion helped clarify what you should focus on next, consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss an update. I would also love to hear your personal experience in the comments, so please share which of these movements you can already complete and which ones you plan to target next. Until our next video, stay strong, stay capable, stay healthy, and I will see you soon.